Yeah, I heard word around town, it's a poppin' out.
Hey yo, what is poppin', man? It is the King Hitman here, and as you see, we got this AGL Gotenks and Piccolo unit. This unit is coming out for the 8-year anniversary. I don't have anything nice to say about them. However, the unique combination is going to get my attention for the next couple of moments. Let's see what they've got for us. I do think they're slightly better than everyone else has said that they are, but that's because we're comparing them alongside Nova and Ice, right? Who are just, oh gosh, don't get me started. All right, right now, 4 out of 7 links active. If I put them here, it's still out of 4 out of 7. 2 key, 30% attack, 50% defense from Gohan because they are on Entrusted Will. Let's get the showcase started. Now, Gotenks and Piccolo, for those that are not familiar, I gotta make sure I keep everybody up to speed, of course, because I haven't checked in on this unit since the anniversary, and I'm sure for a couple of you guys, that might be why you're here. So let's talk about what they do. Their super attack, the Charging Ultra Boo Boo Volleyball attack, which their animations, by the way, are dead better than certain Dokkan Fest. Like, they're better than Dokkan Fest KO's animations, and it's not close. Like, their animations are fire. They could have been used on an LR, on another Dokkan Fest Gotenks, on, if you just wanted to make it a Dokkan Fest Gotenks and Piccolo, for sure, you could have done that. You could have made it so, look at how good this looks. Like, bro, what? Like, bro, what? Look at the peephole. That's so fire, man. They wasted it. All right, now the 12 key, or not, excuse me, not 12 key. They have 2 super attacks. The Boo Boo Volleyball attack is 9 through 11 key. It raises attack permanently while causing supreme damage to the enemy. I almost said 18 key anyway. The Vice Shout, which is what we just did, it raises defense permanently. And both of those are, you know, like, fair for a banner unit to have. I think they have additionals in their passive. It makes sense for them to have, you know, stacking attack on one of those super attacks. I know Akatsuki is always scared of giving a unit too much defense if they're not a premier card, like a really high caliber card on super attack effect, right? Like, most banner units nowadays are raising defense for 1 turn. They're not permanently stacking defense, or they'll raise attack for 1 turn, or they'll have like a high chance to seal, a high chance to stun. They'll greatly lower defense. Those not as important mechanics, but stacking defense permanently, Gotenks, it's not reasonable to ask that he had it on both of them based on the track record. Now, their passive skill, attacker and setter, attack and defense 100%. Gotenks and Piccolo will get another attack and defense 150% when super attacking. High chance to randomly change key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. They get 5% HP per rainbow key sphere that they grab. They get an additional 50% attack and launch a guaranteed additional that has a high chance to become a super when your key is 11 or below. We're going to try to get that right here. How much additional do they have? 11 additional, 25 crit. Yeah, I can't even do it, huh? Okay. Well, hold up. We might... do I want to float you off? Do I really want that? Let's see. It's still 4 links. Yeah, I'm going to float. I'm going to get it on this rotation because Int Gotenks is coming around and he'll cover the rest of that ground anyway, so I'm not really bugging out. That's cool. That's cool. No support right now. Their defense, 137k. Like, you see how they shouldn't even be in slot 1. I'm just... showcase. They're in a showcase environment, so I'm treating them differently. But like I was saying, an additional 50% attack, launch an additional that has a high chance to be a super when your key is 11 or below. They have a medium chance of dodging when key is 12. 4 million attack stat. Like, look how good these animations look though, bro. Like, dog, what? Oh my gosh, man. That is really nice. I really rock with their animations, bro. I really do. They didn't do the additional super. They didn't do their hidden potential super either. Link set, the Innocence, Prodigies, Super Saiyan, solid support, over in a flash, fused fighter, and fierce battle. Now, Link set is fine. Like, you see, we're not struggling to get their links with one of the better units in the game being like AGL Gogeta, right? One of the better EZAs even now. It's just, they don't have enough of anything. They don't have enough attack. They don't have enough defense. They're not giving support. I do consider orb changing a type of support. I just don't like it when it's a high chance. I think the idea of having a high chance to orb change is the equivalent of having a high chance to give 30% attack and defense to all allies, right? Like, it's not something you should commend if the unit is not already overwhelming, if that makes sense. Now, besides that, I'd say They're good on key, like they don't ever struggle to get a super attack. You'd have to literally have one orb on a rotation where they don't have over and a flash in order, or fused fighter for that matter, to really struggle. At least they based this unit's link set around Gotenks, and it didn't too much include Piccolo. Solid support is there, Prodigies is there, but it didn't include Piccolo too much. They didn't want to make him the focal point of it all. Their categories: Boo Saga, Joint Forces, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Gifted Warriors, Heavenly Events, Entrusted Will, Fused Fighters, and Earthbred Warriors. That's it. That's all I really got for you guys. I mean, their banner stats are just low because they are just a banner unit, man. 12.6k HP, 14.2, and then 10.6k defense. 12 key multiplier of 140%. I don't know what else to get. Like, they're not good, man. They're not good. They're better than Nova and Ice, but like Nova and Ice are arguably the worst summonable unit to drop in what, like 5 years? I mean, I'm saying upwards of 5 years. I'm thinking off the top of my head, 5 out of 7 are active right there. I guess let's showcase a bit of that healing, 10% HP back. That is nice. I wish it was a bit higher. I think if, let's say you're at like 30 or 40% HP, you would rather that be higher. But right now in these soft environments, it's not relevant, right? It's not that important. 86k, 85k. 90k, you love that. This animation looks really fire, bro. The effects, like, it's so unique, right? The peephole is so fire, bro. The dodging, you see it activates post super, right? It's always going to activate after they attack. That's when it's calculated. They're not doing additionals at all. I mean, at least they're raising defense. Ins Gotenks is here. I brought him straight up as Ins Gotenks. Yeah, we're gonna die. Like, I'm done, by the way. I don't want to keep going with this unit. They're atrocious. Ins Gotenks is a unit where I had to force him to go through what is usually a 6 or 7 turn scenario just so that Gotenks would have a linking partner. Let me pull up. It's gonna be in kanji, but whatever. Their art looks good. I like the color effects. It's vibrant. It feels like what a Gotenks color scheme should look like. A whole bunch of explosions and flashiness, and you got Piccolo giving the half and half environment. It's all cold, bro. It looks good. Right now they have 50. Okay, so I stated their default stats, which was kind of unfair of me. That was definitely unfair. But along with the 5,000 attack, when rainbowed, and then keep in mind, we're getting the extra, oh my gosh, we're getting the extra equip buffs, and they're still under 13k HP and 11k defense. Like, they're just banner unit stats. 12.6, 15.8, and then 10.6. What else can I do for you, bro? Like, that's all I got for you. I mean, their teams, they're helping certain teams. If you're going into an easy area, or maybe an extreme Z battle, like a 30 stage one, they should be good for that. They're not going to be good for any of the 10 stage ones, of course. Not having legendary power, not having good enough defense. If this was a Dokkan Fest, oh my gosh, I'm in a mode right now where I'm so annoyed that they wasted this unit that I got to talk about how to fix them. If you made them a Dokkan Fest level unit, like I was referring to earlier, they, you know, greatly stacked defense, or maybe if anything, I actually think it would be a fair trade-off to keep raising defense the same on that second super attack, that 12 key, and then the 9 key massively raises attack. I know that sounds crazy. It's really not that crazy. Now they're passive. You make it attack defense 150. You keep that 150 when super attacking. They have guaranteed orb changing. They get 10%, maybe 7% if they really want to hold back. HP per rainbow orb obtained. They get that additional attack and defense 70% instead of just attack 50%, and launch a guaranteed additional that has a high chance to be a super. No matter what, like, no matter what, when key is 9 or above, how about we put it like that? When key is 9 or above, you get that attack and defensive buff. That way it'll trigger upon super attack also. Or if you really want to gate it, bro, if you really want to gate it, get an additional attack 50% when your key is 11 or below, and get defense 100% when your key is 12. I think that would make it so that when you get those additionals, then both parts of the passive would trigger throughout the phase, if I'm thinking about it correctly, if you guys get what I mean. And then, like, I mean, just a high chance to dodge when key is 12. And what, like, let's say they get 10% mitigation up to 40% with each super attack performed. Simple. and they're really good. I mean, on paper, right, you'd have to change their stats a lot, but on paper, that's like a fairly good Dokkan Fest in 2023. I feel like I'm not asking a lot. Maybe you give Gotenks an intro animation and give him like all allies, like super class allies, get 10% attack and defense for the rest of the fight. Like, that would be fire, right? Maybe when facing a boost saga enemy or a transformation boost enemy, extreme class enemy, I don't know, man. That's not my job to figure it out. I just sat here and really gave a whole concept of how to buff this unit, or how to make them, even if you kept their banner unit stats there, what I just gave you would be one of the better banner units in the game. Look at Diaz and Cacao, and look how they did them well. And this Gotenks and Piccolo unit is an anniversary banner unit. They're supposed to incentivize you to summon on the biggest banner of the year. Pitiful, pitiful. Akatsuki should be ashamed for this one. It is the Young King Hitman, and Young Hitman is off this.